Ciao mundo, hello world, hola mundo, hello monde, konnichiwa, ni hao, namaste. We are here in the Pico de Europa in Cantabria in Spain, and I have the pleasure to be here with Professor De Francisco and Pedro Aljama, a professor from Cordoba, Spain. And we would like just to remind people about the importance of what in Spain they call la enfermedad renal crónica, which is chronic kidney disease. So Pedro, just a message.
The message is that you have to check your renal function just for prevent the consequences of the chronic renal failure, which is the heart disease and the vascular disease because of the inflammatory status. And now in the Camino de Santiago, the best proof to check our kidney function is our physical activity, just climbing the mountains, in the Camino de Santiago. So please check your renal function in order to prevent the cardiovascular disease induced by the kidney insufficiency.
Hele.
Well, what I think is just chronic kidney disease is 10% of the population, and we do recommend just a very simple test, which is just a drop of urine and very simple blood analysis in order to detect chronic kidney disease, particularly in patients over 65, diabetics and with hypertension. It's a very easy test, and it will help very much for your future and the prevention of cardiovascular disease.
What do you check for proteinuria?
Protein, yes, it's a ProCrea, which is proteinuria creatinine ratio in the urine, and serum creatinine, and the calculation of the renal function by KDIGO.
Glomerular filtration rate.
And I have two things to add. One, even when the glomerular filtration rate seems to be normal, renal functional reserve may have been lost in some episodes of AKI or other insults. So remember, until you lose 50% of the nephrons, you still have a normal creatinine. So you have to check, because since you start losing one nephron, that's the beginning of the slippery slope of chronic kidney disease. The second thing is, remember, acute kidney injury is the doorway to chronic kidney disease. Many people, after developing acute kidney injury, although they recover, later on in their life develop chronic kidney disease because of some nephron damage. So you have to check, you have to control urine for proteinuria to creatinine ratio, and also serum creatinine. But also, please, as Pedro has said, check your physical capability, because controlling your body weight, sodium intake, blood pressure, and physical activity is somehow a possible mechanism to mitigate the level of inflammation, inflammaging, and finally oxidant stress, which leads to premature aging typical of uremia. With this, thank you very much for joining today Cappuccino. We have no cappuccino here,
Anyway.
but we pretend we have cappuccino. So drink cappuccino and say, excellent.
I will drink a Tinto Verano.
Tinto verano.
Tinto
Very
verano
good.
del